How you guys doing? It's 514 Mystic from Bookie Bullies. Now, I want to wish you guys a happy new year. It's been a while I haven't posted a video. I was pretty much waiting until yesterday, and then I actually picked up a couple of contracts that's been keeping me busy until just about game time. So I haven't been able to make any videos, but I decided today I'm going to make one. Pretty much a quick one, but I'm going to try to compress as much information as I can in there for you guys. Before I go ahead and do that, I'd love for you guys to hit the like button, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're posted anytime I post videos like these. And let's get it started. So tomorrow, as you guys know, the NHL is back. I'm going to do a full-blown video, give you guys some early details, and I got some content coming for you guys just before game time tomorrow as well. So look out for those. That's why you got to keep the like button and notification bell on lock. You never know when I'm going to be dropping bombs. Anyways, we're going to start with the NBA slate. Pretty much that's all we're going to do today. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 game slate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rather. It would have been 7 if it wasn't for the Bulls and the Boston game getting postponed. We're going to start from the top. I'm seeing the Miami Heat versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Philly's an 8-point favorite. Don't take that lightly. Philly does not cover a spread. So yeah, they're a winning team, but they're 6-5 at the spread at 54.5%. So don't just think that Philly's going to win all of a sudden just because they're playing a Miami team who might just be depleted because they don't have Goran Dragic, Kelly Olynyk who might not play, Jimmy Butler who's pretty much out, Avery Bradley as well as Maurice Harkless, and Chris Nunn. Chris Nunn we already know, but all these guys are pretty much out for the day. And you have Myers Leonard who might be coming back, and Kelly Olynyk. But Myers Leonard, does it really matter if Myers Leonard plays or not? Because he's probably not going to get much minutes. But if Kelly Olynyk doesn't play, Myers Leonard will get minutes. Don't take that for granted. Don't think just because those guys are out that the Philly 76ers are just going to cover all of a sudden. They're still out players as well. Although a lot of their guys are coming back. A lot of them are also going to be game time decisions, like Joel Embiid, who just played yesterday. Chances are he doesn't play at all. Anyways, long story short, don't take it for granted that Philly's going to just win this game. Now the total is at a whopping 211.0, which should be a pretty good pick to go over, because I think if either one of these teams want to win, they're going to have to trade buckets. But either way, Miami, they're in the bottom 10 when it comes to covering spread. They're actually sixth worst in the league at covering spread at a whopping 3-5. So if you want to bet against Miami, not a bad idea, but Philly's not the best team to roll with in this case. I like the over 211.0 more than anything else. Next we got the Brooklyn Nets playing the Denver Nuggets. Still no word on Kyrie, but we got video of him turning up with his sister at a place which might have been really crowded. So look for the Brooklyn Nets to take a fine. Well, not the Nets, but Kyrie anyways, to get a nasty $50,000 fine. But what does it matter for him? I mean, he's a millionaire, right? They're playing against the Nuggets. Nuggets haven't looked overly impressive. If Brooklyn is going to steal a win, it's going to be today. That game is essentially a pick'em. The -1 is on the side of Brooklyn, but Brooklyn also at the bottom of the list when it comes to covering spreads. They're actually fourth in the league at not covering spreads at 4-7. So if you want to bet against them, tonight is not a bad night, but they got that bad boy Kevin Durant on their team, and I would not bet against him, especially a team like Denver who hasn't been playing especially well. 230 is the total, a little too high for me. I think Brooklyn's going to have to clamp down on defense if they want to get wins and get a good enough playoff spot, so I'm going to stay away from that game altogether. Next, you got the Utah Jazz versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jazz are a 12.0 favorite. Ask me why. They're like pretty mediocre, 5-5 at the spread, not doing so good. They don't even really have like an identity. So 208.0 is the total, and I would feel comfortable putting that under typically, because Cleveland is such a gritty, hard-nosed team. But the Jazz, they're yet to find an identity. So I don't say that disrespectfully. I think they're trying to find a system that works for them to get them far. This is not the season that's going to get them far, so I'm not sure it's going to work out for them. I don't have a play in this game because I actually like Cleveland to cover a spread. It's kind of a high spread. I'm going to stay away from it altogether though, because Cleveland, they're also not that great at the spread. Like you talk about Utah, Cleveland is right under them at 5-6. So no play in that game. Next, you got the Lakers versus the Rockets. Rockets, let's see injuries as far as this go. I don't have any details on the injuries as of yet, but I know for sure LeBron James He's a game time decision. So is Anthony Davis. I mean, they always are. They're pretty much on the game time decision list every single game. So it's not like you could really look at that and be like, oh my God, they're not going to play. LeBron's been on the injury list ever since the start of the season with this ankle. Now, as far as the Rockets go, you got Eric Gordon, who's a game time decision, John Wall, game time decision, and Daniel House, which is out for sure with this coronavirus business. So look out for those plays and basically stay tuned for information as far as that go. I would still roll with the Lakers to cover that 4.5 spread. I wouldn't bet against them. Although that man Christian Wood said that he circled both games against the reigning defending champs. He said he circled the games on his calendar and they came out kind of flat last game. Granted, Boogie Cousins ended up getting kicked out the game. I don't think that's enough of a reason because Boogie honestly doesn't play that much minutes. Houston is at the bottom of the list, bottom 5 when it comes to covering spreads. Lakers are mediocre at a measly 5-6, tied with Cleveland. No play as far as that goes, but give me the over 222.5. I don't think either team clamps down. I think we're going to see a lot of defense for sure, but I think it's ultimately going to go over by a couple points, give or take that 222.5. Hopefully it gives if it's in our case. Next, we got the Spurs versus OKC. Spurs 2.5 favorite. I don't know why they're so favorite. You know what, guys? Don't sleep on OKC. This team, they're for real. They're a young team. They don't have any problem deferring to one another. They don't have any problem playing off of one another. Don't sleep on the OKC Thunder. They're 8th in the West, playing against the 9th seed Spurs, and Spurs are they're unjustifiably favorite, in my opinion. Maybe they have the name, they got the coach and all of that, but I'm sorry, I honestly give me the Thunder money line today. I'm not even gonna play around with it, I'm not gonna doubt it. I'm not gonna play around with it. Just give me OKC today. And if you guys need motivation, Oklahoma City Thunder are 2nd in the league at the spread at a whopping 6-3. And you know what? I'm gonna make a video next week explaining whose number matters more than whose. And the only team better than them at the spread, you would never guess, is the Chicago Bulls. So anyways, that's just sports betting numbers. I'm not talking about analyticals, who's the best in the league. I'm talking about covering spreads here, you know what I mean? If you guys follow me, you guys know it's sports betting related. OKC Thunder, money line, give me them tonight. 218.0 is a little bit iffy. I'm gonna stay away from that. Last but not least, we got the Warriors versus the Pacers. Guys, the Pacers are right behind Phoenix when it comes to covering spreads. They're 6-4 at the spread this season, playing against the Golden State Warriors, who struggle to get wins. But my boy Kobe Williams, if you guys go and check him out, Kobe Williams, he has a sports betting show that he be posting sometimes. My boy Kobe Williams gave me a whopping statistic that the Golden State Warriors are 17th in the league at 3-point shooting. And if it wasn't for Kelly Olynyk and his horrible performance, they would actually be 4th in the league in 3-point shooting. So that's nothing to sneeze at. That's significant numbers. And Kelly Olynyk actually woke up last game, hit a couple corner threes. I watched. And anyways, all that said, Golden State struggled to get wins, but they still find themselves in the middle of the pack at 5-5 when it comes to the spread. But you know what? The Indiana Pacers, with a good record, are actually top 5. The number 4 at 6-4 at the spread. Give me the Pacers money line. Yes, I said it, money line today. And yes, I understand there's going to be no TJ McConnell. There's going to be no Jeremy Lamb. Jeremy Lamb's been out for a while. Victor Oladipo's going to get rest. TJ Warren's been out for a while, and Bruce Bowen, obviously. So we know all of this. Give me the Indiana Pacers, because they are a team. This is what they do. They play as a team. So if I have to go back down the list, you guys are going to have to help me out and go back in the video if you really want my picks. But I'm going to do my best because I really went on the fly. So starting from the top, we got the over in the Lakers game, over 222.5. We got the OKC Thunder money line. We got the Pacers money line, and I feel like I had another pick. There's a total over that I feel like I had, and I don't quite see it. I think it's the 225. So yeah, anyways, you guys feel free to go back and check, watch the video, pull back a little bit if you guys want to catch the clips. Typically, I would give you guys the rundown, and right now, like I said, I'm doing this contract, which is keeping me busy, and I won't be able to give you guys the actual numbers because I don't have my notepad in front of me. So anyways, with all that said, please, I'd love for you guys, again, to go ahead and smash that like button, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you post it anytime I post videos like these. So on that note, I'll tell you like I tell you all the time, please do not bet what you can't afford to lose. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So on that note, be safe, be good, and I'll see you again next time.